What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Kith New Balance 1300 in this Malibu colorway. This is the second of two pairs of New Balance sneakers that released in collaboration with Kith to celebrate the grand opening of their newest flagship location in Malibu, California. So this released alongside the New Balance 580, which I already reviewed on my channel, and these also dropped on July 4th for a retail price of $135 US, which is pretty affordable when you compare it to your typical New Balance price point, which are oftentimes retailing for a lot higher because a lot of New Balance pairs are made in the US or in the UK. This pair though is a made in Asia New Balance sneaker, which explains why it's priced a lot lower. So this is actually the New Balance RC 1300 model, not the typical 1300, which Kith has actually featured before 3 years ago in 2021 to celebrate their 10th year anniversary, where they dropped 3 colorways of this RC 1300. And the main difference between a typical 1300 and this one is it features a different tooling featuring end cap reveal technology and a V-brim outsole. So jumping right into the details of this shoe, on the toe box, the base layer here is actually a cream colored canvas. And then surrounding the front toe cap, we have an asymmetrical overlay of genuine flat suede. This same cream colored suede covers the mid panel of the shoe, and then stitched on top of this, we have this oversized New Balance end logo, which is dual layered and it's constructed out of a mix of beige and white colored leather. Moving downwards, you can see we have more of that canvas, which we saw earlier on the toe box. And then surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have more of that flat cream colored suede. And then on the top of the heel, this is covered in genuine tan leather with New Balance branding debossed across. And then beneath this, wrapping around the bottom of the heel, we have a TPU heel clip with New Balance branding, and this gives you additional structure and support around the bottom of the shoe. For the laces, this pair comes with 2 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a flat style cream colored lace, but they also come with a wider flat lace which is done in more of a off-white or sail color. Underneath this, we have a thin canvas tongue, and then on the very top of the tongue, we have this genuine leather tag with RC 1300 branding debossed across. The interior of the shoe, we have this very soft off-white colored liner, which covers the top portion of the interior. And then for the insoles, these come with their standard foam line insole. It's finished in a beige colored fabric on top, and we have New Balance branding stamped onto the heel. So the upper of the shoe sits atop a dual density foam midsole, which is comprised of New Balance's end cap reveal technology and absorb. So end cap reveal consists of a stiffer polyurethane rim on the outer edges, but it has a slit down the heel, which reveals the absorb beneath it. And we have absorb running down the center of the midsole. So instead of a typical 1300 outsole, for the RC 1300, it utilizes a V-brim outsole, which is a much more aggressive trail-like traction pattern to it. So the grooves are quite deep, and it's done in a dark beige sort of tone. And running down the center of the outsole, we have exposed absorb foam. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I opted to go a half size down to a size 9.5 for this pair. And I have to say it fits me perfectly fine. If you have a narrow, normal, or slightly wide foot, I would recommend going a half size down from your actual measured foot size. But if you have a really wide foot and you don't mind dealing with the extra room lengthwise, then just stick true to size. So to give you guys a point of comparison, I also go with a 9.5 or half size down in a lot of made in USA models like the 992, 993, and the 990 V3, V4, V5, and V6, whereas I usually go true to size or a size 10 in models like the 2002R, 860 V2, 1906R, and a lot of the made in UK models like the 1500 and the 991. Moving on to the comfort of this shoe, I have to say that this is a more comfortable sneaker than it probably looks. Straight out of the box when I try these on, they have a decent amount of softness to it. So I do admit the outer rim of the shoe has much more of a firm and supportive feel because of the end cap, but the center of the shoe you can feel a lot more of that softness and plushness. So it's a pretty well balanced sneaker in that it feels both soft as well as supportive. But would I say it's more comfortable than a 993, a 992, or the 990 series? No. But for a casual use sneaker, these will be absolutely fine. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality was pretty solid. So everything from the canvas to the genuine suedes and the leathers, I think that these punch above a typical made in Asia New Balance sneaker. And the build of the shoe I thought was fine, other than the fact that there were quite a few blobs of glue and glue stains around the shoe. But other than that, I thought the panels were consistent between my left and right feet. The stitch job was really solid as well. So hopefully for those that picked these up, you didn't have an overabundance of glue on your shoe like mine. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, the RC1300 is a very underrated model, especially when you compare it to the hype surrounding the 580 in the same pack. So while I do find that the 580 is the better looking silhouette, I think the 1300 probably has more of a mature vibe to it. And obviously it's a bit more sleek and streamlined compared to the more bulky feel and vibe of the 580. But I totally understand the criticism that it's getting. A lot of people aren't fans of the tooling with this rugged looking outsole, and that's totally fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But like I said, I think this pair is pretty underrated. It has a decent amount of comfort. The quality is solid as well. And there seems to be zero resale surrounding this pair. So if you strike out on the initial release, I don't think you have to pay too much, if any, over retail to grab these on the secondary market. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Kith New Balance 1300 in this Malibu colorway? Between this and the 580, which of the two do you guys prefer? Which of the two were you able to grab for retail? Leave your thoughts down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X at sean.go_spelled_out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Appreciate the continued love and support, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.